Hey everybody, it's your guy, your man, your boy, your friend, your guy, Donter Collects, aka hey everybody, it's nice to meet you, nice to see you, it's Donter Collects. I'm a YouTuber who talks about Pokemon cards, and I just thought of something. We're at the tail end of the Scarlet and Violet era, and the Mega Evolution era is going to be starting in 2 months, which is, frankly, quite ridiculous to think about. Scarlet and Violet era, it's over, it's done. With the release of Black Bolt and White Flare, the Scarlet and Violet era is officially over. So I thought it would be the perfect time to rank every single Scarlet and Violet era set to determine which set was actually the best, and like how good the Scarlet and Violet era even was. So if you don't know anything about me, you'll probably be like, oh, let's rank them based off of like what the top chase card is. Yeah, I don't do that. I don't do that. I base them off of like the set overall. These are some things I'm going to be basing them off of. Is like the set overall, like what I think about the cards inside the set, the depth of the set, and some other stuff like related to that, but not the prices. So even if Scarlet and Violet base set, since their top chase card is like $40, it doesn't make it any like less valuable than a set like Paldea Evolve where its chase card is like $200 or whatever. I don't know how much Magikarp is. So I don't care. If I like the artworks in one set over the other ones, I'm going to put it over the other one. So don't get mad that I put X set over X set because the price of the card is cheaper or whatever. I don't care. I don't care. Okay. I'm trying to get to 700 subs. So if you could help, me achieve that goal, that'd be awesome. And if you can enjoy this video, that'd be great too. And make sure you leave your opinions in the comments because this is going to be a very opinionated video, right? And I have all the sets pulled up here. So starting with Scarlet and Violet base set. A great base set. One of the best base sets I think we've ever gotten before. Obviously, you have the 3 starter Pokemon as holographics. It showcases that brand new Scarlet and Violet reverse holo pattern, which I don't like that much. But that's just personal preference, right? I definitely think that the Sun and Moon one was a little bit better. Sword and Shield was not great, but Sun and Moon was a little bit better. Looking at the art rares, we see like the Tarantula connecting with the Spidops, which is really cool. We also see the Toad School by Akira Komayama. That's a very great card. The Slowpoke, Armarouge, just like these kind of staple Gen 9 Pokemon getting some love for the first time. We even got a Tomokazu Kumiya art rare with the Drowsy, which is very cute. We have a Riolu, pretty popular Pokemon right there. We also have the We also have the All Arts, Spidops, Miraidon, Gardevoir, Great Tusk, Koraidon, Iron Treads, and then Arven, Jacq, Miriam, and Penny. So what do I think of these? So Great Tusk and Iron Treads, I get why they're in this set because they were like the first Paradox Pokemon revealed. And people didn't know at first if they were really Paradox Pokemon. As for the Great Tusk, I think the artwork is actually pretty good. I think that it's just like a pretty decent looking card overall. It's drawn by Penny Kobayashi, who's like a very good artist. And I think that the Iron Treads is okay. Personally, I think that Iron Treads takes a little bit too much of the card up. But I think personally these Pokemon probably would have been better fit for like Paradox Rift instead of Scarlet and Violet base set. Maybe we could have seen something else. That's just my opinion. Miraidon and Koraidon, 2 bangers, 2 out of the park legendary all arts. I think they're both fantastic, like really, really good. Probably some of the best all arts we see in the Scarlet and Violet era, just in general, right? Spidops, obviously not super popular Pokemon, but the fact that it is connecting, and it's a legacy artist, Miki Tanaka, I really appreciate it a lot. So that's why I have some like love towards it, and I just love Spidops as a Pokemon personally. And the Gardevoir, people love the Gardevoir. It's the evolution line, so you get the Ralts, the Kirlia, and the Gardevoir. Obviously the trainers they chose I think were pretty good. Arven, Penny, 2 of the main characters of the whole story. Jacq is the main teacher. Miriam is kind of like a random character that nobody really cares about. And I'm not really going to be talking about the gold cards, by the way, for these sets, just to keep it a little bit more like short, I guess, and condensed. Overall, Scarlet and Violet base set's a pretty good set. I would say that the Iron Treads and the Great Tusk kind of hold it down a little bit, just because you only have 6 Pokemon all arts. So, the fact that Great Tusk and Iron Treads are 1/3 of the all arts in the set kind of holds it back for me. Obviously, I think the 2 legendaries was a great call, and I think that Spidops and Gardevoir are also great calls. And I know that it makes sense for Great Tusk and Iron Treads to get all arts in the set. But I would have personally preferred something else, maybe a different Scarlet and Violet Pokemon, or just maybe some kind of like card where they're fighting each other, maybe would be a little bit more interesting. Just some kind of more like connecting wise, make it a little bit more interesting. Art rares in the sets are really in the set is really good overall, so I'm inclined to put it in B tier. And that's just the first one of the tier list. Paldea Evolved. Let's talk about Paldea Evolved. I think I know exactly where the set is going to go. It's either going to be an S tier or low or like high A tier, right? Why is that? Okay, so Scarlet and Violet base set is the combination of 2 different Japanese sets. Paldea Evolved is the combination of 3 different Japanese sets. So we get you know, a third extra art rares, all arts. You get a little bit more depth of everything. And 2 things that I think make this set so good. One is the connecting cards. So we have the Frigibacks, Arctibax, and Baxcalibur art rares, all drawn by Tomokazu Kamiya, which are fantastic. We also have the Tinkatink, Tinkatuff, and the Tinkaton EX, all drawn by Tika Matsuno. They're all great. All 6 of those cards are great. Not to mention, we also have the 3 starters. So we have Fuecoco, Sprigatito, and Quaxley. All 3 of them have complete connecting artworks, and I think that's perfect. That's fantastic. Obviously, Iona was a much more popular trainer, but also getting 2 gym leaders for the trainers worked perfectly. I think out of all the all arts in the Scarlet and Violet era, the Grusha is my favorite, like one of my favorite trainers in the whole era. So that's, you know, I obviously have some bias there. But the 4 Treasures of Ruin, also a fantastic thing. I think that's the other thing that makes this set so good, is that you have 4 legendary Pokemon inside the set, but kind of like side legendary Pokemon. Obviously, this set is more based around the starters, so I think that that's perfect, but you also have 4 legendaries, and I think Gen Pao is a really popular, maybe not popular, but in terms of Gen 9 standards, I think Gen Pao is pretty popular. And I also really love the Chiyu all art. The Tinglu looks really good, and the Wo-Chen also looks really good. And we got a Squawkabilly all art by a Melicart, which looks pretty good. Overall, the all arts in this set are fantastic. I have no complaints, really. All the art rares are super good, even not the expensive ones. Like, I love the Grafaiai art rare, I love the Rookidee art rare. The Paldean Tauros is cool, the Raichu is really cute, the Mismagius is one of my favorite art rares on the Scarlet and Violet area. Obviously, we could talk about the Magikarp all day. The Marill is really cute as well, even like the Ice Cube and the Heracross. Some really good cards overall, so I'm inclined to put it in S tier. That's where I'm going to put it, and I made up my mind. So it's a great set. It's just so filled with stuff to love, and I think that that's a big reason why it's so good. So Obsidian Flames, what can I say about Obsidian Flames? Obsidian Flames is a pretty decent set. Obviously, it's a lot smaller than some of the other sets that we would see. It has some pretty decent art rares. I would say the Ninetales is a really good one. The Cleffa is a really good one. The Caesar is a really good one. So you got 3 that I really love. Some weaker ones, in my opinion, being the Lechonk. I don't really like the Varoom too much, even though it does connect with the Revroom, which is nice. It's nice that those 2 connect. I just think it could have been portrayed a little bit more interestingly, personally. That's just me. I think that has some pretty okay all arts. I'd probably say that this is my least favorite set in terms of all art Pokemon, but in terms of the all art trainers, I think Geeta and Poppy are 2 really good all art trainers. Like, the Geeta is one of my personal favorites just because it's by Dom, and I love Dom's art style. But the Charizard is pretty great, honestly. I think I really love the Charizard. I just really wish that they didn't do any of these like one sets, like one Japanese sets, because they end up feeling really weak and really small, right? Obviously the Ice Cube EX is a very divisive card, and I don't like it, and I also don't really like the Revroom EX all art. I feel like it's too zoomed in, and it's kind of hard to see what's going on. The Pidgeot, it's by Jerky. I think it's really nice that it connects with the Pidgey and the Pidgeotto. I just don't personally really care for the card too much, unfortunately. Like, I think it's a good style, but it doesn't connect with me, you know? I think the Charizard does, but that's what, 1 of 4 of the Pokemon all arts, and it's just so small. There's not really a lot to talk about. You know, I think that there's overall not really a lot that stands out to me in this set other than some of these art rares. Obviously Caesar, Cleffa, and Ninetales, 3 really great art rares. Even the Gloom. The Gloom is really good too. But I feel like overall it probably doesn't really amount to a humongously impressive set. Obviously, compared to Scarlet and Violet base set with those fantastic, you know, Koraidon, Miraidon, you know, Scovillain, just some really standout cards in Scarlet and Violet base set. And the fact that it's just so small, I have to put it, you know, lower. 151. 151 is obviously many people's favorite set from the Scarlet and Violet era. I like 151. I actually really like 151. There is one thing that I don't really like about 151 is that they did take out the Mew and the Mewtwo from the Japanese set and put it in the UPC. I do think that the set would be much better with the Mew all art, considering the fact that in Japanese, the most expensive Obviously, I'm not talking about value, but just I'm saying like the most like popular card I would say in the set was the Mew. I think that and Mew is on the booster pack. Mew is the main Pokemon, right? Mew is Pokemon 151, so I feel like it's kind of a weird omission to remove Mew from the set and Mewtwo, two of the coolest Gen 1 Pokemon, obviously, two of the most interesting Gen 1 Pokemon from the set. I think that honestly it takes a pretty big hit off the set in my opinion. Which really sucks because I like the set overall. What is good to say about the set? It is kind of following that similar Paldea Evolved style, where we get to see the same artist illustrate a full evolution line. So we have the Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur by Yori Ikigami, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard by oh crud, is that Mikikudo? Yeah, Mikikudo, and then we have the Blastoise by Mitsuhiro Rita. Obviously, it's a fantastic looking card. Something that is good, again, about this set is the art rares. There's quite a few of them. A lot of them are really good. Pikachu, Psyduck is really good. Poliwhirl is fantastic. Ammonite is good. Dragonair is fantastic as well. Some like kind of okay ones like Mr. Mime and Tangela, I don't really have a lot to say about. Machoke is okay. I don't mind it. And some pretty decent full arts actually in this set, which is something that I haven't talked about for any other set. But you have the Alakazam full art, which is probably one of the nicer Scarlet and Violet full arts. And the Mew full art, which is also, I would say, probably one of the nicer Scarlet and Violet full arts. And obviously, you have the Alakazam all art, the Zapdos all art. And then you have the Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise. Obviously, the Charizard is very opinionated. Either you like it or you don't. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I do love the Blastoise, and I do love the Venusaur, and I love the Zapdos and the Alakazam. So that's like, what, 5 out of 6 that I really, really like. So obviously, I think it's going to be better than Obsidian Flames, and maybe not as good as Scarlet and Violet base set, just because it doesn't have that amount of art rare depth that I really like in Scarlet and Violet base set. Actually, it's kind of really hard to say. I would say they're actually about the same, just because the all-art Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet 151 are better, I think, than Scarlet and Violet base set. But the Miraidon and the Koraidon, considering the fact that Scarlet and Violet base set has more art rares, I would say they're pretty even. They're both in B tier for me. I don't have the nostalgia, so it doesn't really like carry the same weight as it would for a lot of other people. That's why. Paradox Rift, I think, is another set that is quite like Paldea Evolved in the sense that it has so much depth. There are so many cards in Paradox Rift that I absolutely adore, right? I love the Tapu Koko all art. I love the Golisopod all art. It's one of my favorite all arts in the Scarlet and Violet era, and that's just my personal opinion. Garchomp, I think, was done okay. Obviously, I think you could have done probably a better all art for Garchomp. But since it was like the first Terra all art other than Charizard, I think it was like handled okay. It's not the worst all art I've ever seen in my life. I would probably put it in like the higher end of ones that I like from this set. Iron Hands, I'm not too big of a fan of. The Iron Valiant I thought was pretty cool at the time. Sandy Shocks is okay. I like the artist, so I have a little bit of bias. And then Altaria was actually a really nice all art from the set that I think people really grew to like. Same thing with Golden Go. I don't think people are growing to love it, but the fact that it does connect with Gimmighoul, I think that that's very special. The fact that it does have Pokemon 1000 in it, it does make it a little bit better in my opinion. And we have some okay trainers. I think that Tulip is really nice. The Turo scenario is one of my personal favorites from the Scarlet and Violet era. Mela is good looking. Parasol Lady is pretty good. And then you have Rika and Sada. I'm not a huge fan of those two. Overall though, let's look at the art rares, right? Crustle I like, Magby I like, Iron Moth I like, Snorunt I think is cute, Mantike is really nice, I like that one, Vanillish is really cute, Wimpod is good, the Plusle and Minun connecting is obviously really nice, and the Veluza is beautiful, the Blitzel is beautiful, the Joltik is nice, Espathra is one of my favorite cards because it's by Ikiragawa, you have the Groudon, which is very menacing, Mienshao I love, Minior I love, Garbodor is nice. Yveltal, one of the best art rares in the Scarlet and Violet era, in my opinion. Steelix is beautiful. I love that card a lot. Aegislash, I really like this card. Loudred is great. There's so much in this set. Since it is one of those sets that's, like, once again, 3 Japanese sets, it's so good. I would say it's A tier because I think that the Pokemon in Paldea Evolved, the all arts are just a bit better. Overall, because I'm not a huge fan of the Pokemon Sandy Shocks or Iron Hands, or I'm not a huge fan of those future past Pokemon. I get it, it's Paradox Rift, it makes sense for them to be in the set. I'm just not too big of a fan of them compared to like the Treasures of Ruin and the 3 starters, and that's just my opinion. Paldean Fates is a set that I don't really have a lot to say about, just because it's so small in terms of its secret rares. Obviously, you have the baby shinies. It's really up to you whether you think that the baby shinies make or break the set. I think that some of them are fantastic. Like, for example, Slowbro Slowpoke, really good. The baby shiny Entei is beautiful. I think the Palafin looks really cool. I think the Pikachu is cool. It's cool that there's a baby shiny Pikachu. It's cool that there's a baby shiny Luxray, because Luxray doesn't get a lot of love. It's cool that there's a baby shiny Kirlia and Ralts. Mimikyu is really cool, obviously. Cerulege is nice, but its shiny is kind of lame. That's not really its fault, though. King Gambit and Bisharp, Pawniard, some cool Pokemon. Scizor, obviously, this set really, really fails in terms of the full art shinies. For the most part, I think that Mew, Alakazam, and Gardevoir are 3 exceptions, and I love Noivern shiny. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, you have Fortress, horrible, horrible. Toedscool has a nice shiny, but I don't like the Pokemon too much. Espathra, again, another just baffling decision. Glamora. Paldean Clodsire is cute, I guess. But Squawkabilly too, like, some really weird decisions. The fact that they took out the starters and put them in as, like, promos, and there's just not a lot of full art shinies. You know, compare the shinies from this set to a set like, Hidden Fates, and we're not even talking the same league there. When it does come to the all arts, man, I'm so mad that there's so many trainers in this set. Penny, Nimona, and Arven, all, in my opinion, should have been promos, because they're all drawn by the same artist and have the same gimmick. I think they all should have been promos. You know, make that the promo boxes instead of the 3 starters. I think that would have, you know, been a little bit better, because they are all arts. And, you know, you could have maybe filled a set with a little bit more Pokemon, right? There's only 3 Pokemon all arts in the set, though they are 3 of the best, easily the best all arts in the Scarlet and Violet era. Mew, Gardevoir, Charizard, all fantastic. All 3 of them are great. Obviously, people love the Bubble Mew. They foam with the mouth for it. I think it's really good. Gardevoir is one of my favorite cards in the Scarlet and Violet era, and Charizard is obviously, I think it's better than the Obsidian Flames one, just because it's a little bit more dynamic. And then for the other 2, actually pretty good trainers in the set, Clive is very cute, has a lot of good ideas in it, and it's very lively. And Iono, the style is great. It's fantastic. I definitely prefer it to the original Iono that we got in Paldea Evolved. So Paldean Fates, it's such a mixed set. Do I think that it's better than Scarlet and Violet base set? Probably not. Just for the fact that it does not have that kind of same depth that it has. But those 3 cards, I think that pushes it over the edge a little bit. Is it better than 151? Probably not. So I think it's sitting right in the middle of B tier. Temporal Forces. I didn't really organize this very well, actually. I just realized that. It's okay. Temporal Forces, a very great set, I think. Very, like, it's kind of the same size as Scarlet and Violet base set, but if we just kind of skim through the art rares really quickly, Shiftry, fantastic. Deerling and Sawsbuck, beautiful. Litten, great. Charjabug, I think, is really good. Bronzor is really good. The Cutiefly is beautiful. Excadrill is nice. Arbok is fantastic. The Ghastly is amazing. Metagross is great. Meltan is great. You know, the Minccino-Cinccino connecting is great, and then the Drampa is great. Boom. Already off to a strong, strong start. When we go to the all arts, we have Iron Leaves, Gouging Fire, Walking Wake, Iron Crown, Iron Boulder, Raging Bolt. If you don't like these Pokemon, you probably won't like this set, and that's the thing. But the artworks are gorgeous. They're drop dead gorgeous. I think that the Iron Crown is probably one of the nicest looking cards in the Scarlet and Violet era. And that's just because of the environment, you know? It's actually, I mean, you know, the problem that I have with some of the Scarlet and Violet all arts is that they're not very, like, dynamic, should I say, but that doesn't make this card bad. I think this card in specific, the environment, the colors, you know, everything, it's so striking, it's so good. And the fact that all the future Pokemon are drawn by the same artist and all the past Pokemon are drawn by the same artist, obviously if you don't like that, you're not going to like the cards. But if you do like that, you're going to love the cards. Walking Wake, Gouging Fire, Raging Bolt, all 3 are fantastic in my opinion. Iron Leaves, Iron Crown, Iron Boulder, I think they're all great too. Iron Boulder is obviously probably the weakest link, just because it's the least interesting Pokemon and the least, you know, cool things that are happening in the card. But I think all of these cards are great, in my personal opinion. I think all 6 of these cards hold up, and I think they're really good. Trainer all arts, Bianca is actually pretty good. It's pretty good all art trainer. Airy, one of my personal favorites. And then Morty, you have Gengar in the all art. Obviously, it's not the same as Gengar having an all art. I think that most people agree. But, you know, Gengar is technically in an all art, if that counts. I mean, yes, technically Raichu is also in the Salvatore all art. But there's a lot to like in this set, in my opinion, and I think, and this is going to be a very unpopular opinion, people are going to get mad at me for this, but I think it's better than 151. Oh, do I actually think that? Well, yeah, because I think that the art rares in Temporal Forces are better than 151's art rares, and I think all of the Pokemon are better than the Scarlet and Violet all arts, besides the Miraidon and Koraidon. So I actually agree. I stand by that. I think Temporal Forces is a dreadfully underrated set. And it has the Ghastly and the Metagross and the Arbok. Like, those are three of the best art rares in the Scarlet and Violet era. You know, and the Deerling and the Sawsbuck. People love those cards. I love those cards. And Shiftry is fantastic too. I would say those are some of the best art rares in the whole Scarlet and Violet era, and they're all in the set. They're all in the same set, you know, and it has 6 beautiful all arts. Yeah, I totally agree. I totally stand by that opinion. Okay, next is Twilight Masquerade. I'm getting a little heated. This is a very serious statement. Okay, Twilight Masquerade. What does it have in it that I like? Pinsir is a good art rare. Torkoal is cute. Infernape is great. Frostlass is incredible. Heliolisk is one of my favorites. Wattrel is great. I think the Enamorus has a fantastic style. Hisuian Growlithe is great. Probopass is great. Tatsugiri is great. Eevee is good. Chansey is good. And Timber is good. I think it has some pretty good art rares in it. Probably not on the same level as Temporal Forces overall, but still pretty good. Obviously, people really love the Eevee art rare. I'm kind of impartial to Eevee, so I can't really have a say in that. When it comes to the all-art Pokemon, what do we have? We have Sinistcha, good art style, not a popular Pokemon. And then we have the 4 Ogerpons, Moryu, bless their heart. I think they're a great artist, and I think that they did a fantastic job with a card that we'll talk about later in this list. But these 4 cards are not my favorite. Why are they not my favorite? It's just because Teal Mask Ogerpon's gimmick is the Pokemon is super small and the mask is super big. That sucks, because you can't see the Pokemon and the masks are super big. And it's just, like, basic simple effects. I think that that's kind of lame, and that's 4 of the all arts in the set. Well, if you don't like Ogerpon, you're not gonna like the set, unfortunately. Obviously, why would I rank this set higher than Temporal Forces when I like all 6 of the cards in Temporal Forces, and I don't like 4 of the all arts in the set? You know, that's what sucks about Twilight. I think the Sinistcha is good. I think the Greninja is pretty dang good, and I think the Blood Moon Ursaluna is probably one of the best all arts, like, in the Scarlet and Violet era. Sue me. I think it's got a lot of personality. I think it's great. And the trainers, Carmine is pretty good looking. And not the trainer. I think that the artwork, the art style is really good, because I think it's a very, very talented artist. Kieran, it obviously looks really good too. Lana Zade is unique, and Perrin is great as it kind of goes with the Growlithe. But I can't justify putting the set any lower, like any higher than Temporal Forces, because I just don't think it deserves to be any higher than Temporal Forces, because I don't like the all arts in it that much. Like, I don't like these 4 cards. The fact that I don't like those 4 cards means that I'm, you know, there's 1, 2, 3, you know? There's 3 that I think are pretty good. Sinistcha is probably not one of my favorites. Greninja I really like. Blood Moon Ursaluna I really like, but there's 4 of the all arts that I don't really like. So, you know, I can't put it higher than 151. I can't put it higher than Paldean Fates, because Paldean Fates has 3 home run all arts and 3 really good art rares. Can't put it higher than Scarlet and Violet base set, but I can put it higher than Obsidian Flames, because at least I like the Greninja, the Blood Moon, and the Sinistcha more than I like, you know, Reverum and Ice-Q from Obsidian Flames, but I can't justify putting it higher than Scarlet and Violet base set, you know? Next we've got Shroud of Fable. Shroud of Fable has some pretty good art rares in it, actually. Tapu Bulu I think is good. Houndoom I think is good. Horsey I think is good. Duskull, Dusclops, Dusknoir are all fantastic. Cresselia is beautiful. Monkey Dory, Pheasantipity, Okidogi have some pretty dang good art rares in my opinion. Zorua is a great art rare. Fracture is great. Persian is great. Beware is great. The art rares in this set are fantastic. That's what sucks about Shroud of Fable. The art rares are so good. And then you have Okidogi, Monkey Dory, Pheasantipity, Petra, and Cassiopeia. Oh, in my opinion, some of the weakest all arts in the Scarlet and Violet era, and there's just, I don't know. I'm so tired of Penny getting cards. I was so tired of it at this point. I was, you know, run dry of Cassiopeia, Penny. Dude, Penny got an all art in Scarlet and Violet base set. They got an all art in Paldean Fates, and then they get this Cassiopeia card. That's like 3 all arts, dude. I'm tired of it. Why didn't they give Colress an all art instead of Penny? I don't know. Genuinely, I have no idea. You have 2 cool scientists, Colress and Xerosic, and then you have Penny. I don't care about Penny. I care about these other guys that could have got some interesting cards. And I don't care about the Loyal 3. And I know this is very opinionated, because people are going to be like, well, you know, the Loyal 3 aren't meant for everybody. Then they should have put it in Twilight Masquerade. They should have just put everything from Shroud of Fable in Twilight Masquerade and made one big set like Paldea Evolved, and it would have been so much better. Like, these 4 cards, yeah, sure, I don't like them, but the art rares in the set are fantastic. So why not just put it in Twilight Masquerade? You know, maybe Twilight Masquerade might move up a little bit. Might be B tier, maybe bottom of B tier, but still at least B tier, because it would have had some more depth in it. And you know, Twilight Masquerade would have had a fantastic set of art rares, but a not very good set of all arts. I just don't understand why they decided to do this, because Loyal 3 are part of the Teal Mask DLC. You know, it would just make more sense if they just combined them, and we could have had a little bit of a break, you know? Man, there's just so many missed opportunities in this set, in my opinion. The fact that it's a set at all is kind of insulting. But it does have really good art rares in it, so I will give it that. But it's not better than Obsidian Flames. Actually, it is better than Obsidian Flames, because even though I think the Charizard is a fantastic alt art, I think that the art rares in Shrouded Fable more than make up for the lacking. Because the art rares in Shrouded Fable are actually really, really good. And the art rares in Obsidian Flames are just okay. Like, there's 3 that I really like from Obsidian Flames, and most of them I like from Shrouded Fable, so I would say it's a little bit better. And that might be a hot take, but I don't care. Stellar Crown. I think Stellar Crown is actually a pretty good set for the size of the set, which sucks because it's another super small set. One set, you know? Shrouded Fable and Obsidian Flames, they're both one set that make up a... 151 is also one set, but that's because it's a special set, so I think it's fair. Stellar Crown. What is there to say about Stellar Crown? Let's first look at these art rares like I'm doing with every set. Nice that there's the Bulbasaur and the, what's his name, Squirtle in it. That's great. Ledian is a good looking card. The Leap is great. Turtonator is great. Raboot is great, in my opinion. These are just my opinions. I think Crabominable is a waste of a space, and I don't like it. Joltik is great. Zero Aura, one of my personal favorites from the Scarlet and Violet era, and that's just my opinion. Milcery is good. Meditite is okay. Gulpin is also okay. Archaludon, I really, really love the Archaludon art rare in the set. I think the full arts in this set look pretty good with that rainbow border. I think they look pretty nice. And you also have Hydrapple, Galvantula, Doxbun, and Terrapagos. What do I have to say about these cards? Hydrapple is very, very unique looking alt art for the Scarlet and Violet era. Like it or don't like it, it is very unique. Galvantula has some beautiful colors, and it's kind of a connecting card with that Joltik. Doxbun is also a beautiful looking alt art, and Terrapagos, I think the original Terrapagos is infinitely better than the one from what's it called, Prismatic. This card is great. It's a good looking card for Terrapagos, better than the Ogrepons for sure. And Lacey and Briar are 2 good looking trainers. Do I think that that makes it better than like half the sets on this list? Probably not, but at least I like all 4 of the alt arts in the set compared to Twilight, you know, and the art rares, I think, you know, probably not better than Twilight, but it does have one of my favorites being the Leap, so I'm gonna put it, I don't care, I'm putting it above Twilight. That's just my opinion. I don't think it's as good as Scarlet and Violet base set, but I think it's still a good set. Surging Sparks has a lot of cool stuff in it. Let's look at the art rares, like I'm doing for every set. This is the method right here, I guess. So art rares, what do we got in this set? Execute, I don't really care for it. Vivillon is good. Cast Form is fantastic. That's a really good looking card. Cerulege is great. Feebas connects with Milotic. That's good. Sfeel is good. Latios is good. Mesprit is good. Clobopus is great. Vibrava is okay. Skarmory is great. Slackoth is cute. Kecleon is good. Braviary is good. Okay, well, we're not looking too good on these art rares. I think that overall, they're okay. I would probably give them like a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 overall. I think some of them are nice, some of them are not so good. I will say that it's got a good looking full art. Black Huron full art should have been an alt art, but whatever. That's a conversation for another day. Let's look at the alt arts. Durant, I actually really like this card. Milotic, I love that card. Pikachu, I don't personally care for it. Latios is really okay. It's pretty decent. It's not amazing. It's not horrible. Hydreigon is fantastic because I have bias. Archaludon is awful. It's terrible. I would say that it's one of the worst alt arts in the Scarlet and Violet era. Executor is okay. It's not my thing. Trainers, Clemont, I don't really care for it too much. Trayton is very nice because I like the trainer. Jasmine, don't care. Lisa, you don't care. Okay, we're over it. We're done. That's great. What do I think overall? This set is okay. I think, actually, I remember really liking Surging Sparks, but you want to know why I really like Surging Sparks? Is because I pulled the Pikachu twice. So I had no complaints in terms of my money. And I did not care for the card, so I just sold it twice, you know? I got the Giratina from Lost Origin out of it, so it was worth it. What else do I got to say about this set? The art rares are okay overall. I don't think they're fantastic. I think, like, you know, Skarmory is a Pokemon that I really love personally, but I think that other Pokemon that I really love, like Caesar, are done better in Obsidian Flames, right? Surging Sparks is a great set with some great cards in it. Yeah, I think every Scarlet and Violet set is good. At least you know, at least a 7. I don't think any of them are like zeros. But what do I think about Surging Sparks? I think it's okay. I don't think it's better than Scarlet and Violet base set. Is that a hot take? The all arts, I mean, I guess I could put it a little bit above. Surging Sparks could be a little bit above Scarlet and Violet base set, but That's just because of the Hydreigon and the Durant, Melodic, Hydreigon. I love all three of those cards. But I think Pikachu, like, I'd rather have like the Miraidon than the Pikachu, just because it looks better. And I'd rather have like the Miraidon and the Koraidon than the Latios. But I'd rather have the Hydreigon, and I'd rather have, you know, the Milotic and the Durant. So I guess that makes it a little bit of a better set. Overall, I'd say the art rares are pretty comparable, just because the cast form is so good and the Sarrel Edge is so good. But I think overall the art rares in this set aren't that great. I think it's just those all arts that are making me put it a little bit above Scarlet and Violet base set. What do I got next? Prismatic. Ooh, do you think this set is going to be an S tier? Put your bets in. I think this set has some fantastic cards. Leafeon, Flareon. You know, I mean, Flareon's alright. I love the Leafeon. The Sarrel Edge is good. Vaporeon is great. The Glaceon is pretty good. The Palafin is pretty good. The Jolteon is great. The Iron Hands is one of the best cards in Scarlet and Violet era. Fight me. Espeon is great. Sylveon is good. Iron Valiant is fantastic. Iron Crown is great. Sandy Shocks is alright. Umbreon is, I mean, a little overrated, but it's good. Roaring Moon is great. Golden Go is great. Dragapult is great. Raging Bolt is great. Blood Moon or Saluna is great. You know, the trainers are great. I love how these four have a similar style. And then the Janine. I don't know, man. This set has got me so conflicted. The fact that it has no art rares kind of ruins it for me, honestly. It has all the evolutions in it, so I'm never getting my hands on this set. And I know that wasn't really like a big thing. It was mostly just about the artwork. But honestly, like, this whole like thing that's been going on with this set has just like ruined my opinion on it, honestly. If I was able to order a Prismatic Evolutions ETB like for MSRP any day of the week, then sure, you know, I'd put the set pretty high up. But you know, I've opened some packs of it. I've opened like 8 packs, and I pulled like a Pokeball reverse holo. That's the thing that sucks about having no art rares. You know, the set is just all arts, and that's great if you love all arts. But honestly, sometimes I like art rares more than I like all arts. Why do you think I put Shrouded Fable above Obsidian Flames? You know, I think that the all arts in the Shrouded Fable suck, but I think the art rares in Shrouded Fable are great. So, you know, that kind of sullies my opinion on this set. And I genuinely don't think that this set is quote-unquote better than some of the sets that I have in like A tier, you know? Like, I genuinely don't think that. I think overall, in terms of an artwork standpoint, this set is, you know, 1 in a million, right? But there's just so many better ways that it could have been executed, and that kind of ruins the set for me. That's just the truth. That's how I feel. Like, I love Prismatic, and I love the idea of Prismatic, but it's just like so bogged down by the fact that everything has to be in all art, and there's no art rares. At 30, you know, like, that's a lot. I don't know. I think that the artworks in the set are really good, but I'm so conflicted on it. I really love the Blood Moon Ursa Luna. I think that's like one of my favorite cards in the Scarlet and Violet era. And I love the Espeon and I love the Leafeon. But you know, we're just doing evolutions again, right? And the only two all arts of Pokemon that didn't already have them are Sarrel Edge and Palafin. Those would be only two, and obviously the evolutions, but everything else is a Pokemon that we've already gotten before. So in some cases, I think that the artworks on the Pokemon they repeated are worse than the original. Like the Terapagos, I think is worse. And I think that like the Petrunt is better. I think the Petrunt is miles better actually. But I think that the the Ogerpons in this set also make me feel so angry. Like I'm so mad that Ogerpon is in the set at all. I don't know, like, if you guys think that Ogerpon deserves to be in these sets or not. I don't care about Ogerpon. I'm sorry. I think Ogerpon is cute, and I think that the art rare Ogerpon from the ETB is a fantastic looking card, but I don't care about Ogerpon, and I feel like that's kind of sad, you know? I don't know. If there were 4 Ogerpon art rares, then go ahead. I could care less. That's why I think that the Shrouded Fable, you know, the Monkey Dory Pheasantipity and the what's his name, the other guy, Okidogi, the art rares are fantastic, and the all arts just kind of stink. I think these Pokemon honestly just deserve to be art rares more than they deserve to be all arts. Like, you see what I'm saying though? I'm so conflicted on Prismatic Evolutions that I don't know where to put it. I don't know where to put this set. I really don't. Because there's some things about it that I love, and there's some things about it that I just hate. So, I don't know where to put it. Honestly, this is really frustrating me. is better than Obsidian Flames, I guess. It's better than Shrouded Fable, I guess. But I just love the art rares in Shrouded Fable so much. And Obsidian Flames has some great art rares too. The fact that Prismatic has none makes me hate it. So where do I put this? I don't know. I'm gonna put it in the Prismatic Evolutions tier, because it's like nothing like anything else in the Scarlet and Violet era. Is that a cop-out? I don't know. I don't know where to put it. That's the thing. It's like, it's nothing like any of the other Scarlet and Violet era sets, which makes it not even comparable to the other sets. So I'm gonna move on before I get too mad. Journey Together is a small set, but it's a good set. It's a very small set. Let's look at the art rares though. What do we got? Maractus I like, Articuno I love, Werelord is good, Wattrel is good, Rabombi is fantastic, Lycanroc is good, Reshiram is fantastic, Noibat is great, Furret is great, Wooloo is great. Boom, we're off to a strong start. All the art rares I like. All arts. Volcanion, fantastic. Bellibolt is pretty good. Clefairy is okay. I don't really like it. Zoroark is great. Sashine is good. Salamence is good. Okay, I like all the art rares, and I like most of the all arts. It should be a pretty quick one. I think Journey Together is a great idea, and I think it executes that idea pretty great. I can't put it any higher than like Stellar Crown tier, because it's only one set, so that's kind of a hit to it. But I think these full arts, they look a little bit better because they have the trainer in the background, actually illustrated, by the way. I think that's nice. It has some pretty good art rares, and it has pretty good all arts. And I think that the all arts in this set are probably maybe a little bit worse than Stellar Crown. And also Stellar Crown has the Bulbasaur and the what's his name, the Squirtle. Yeah, so I'm gonna put Journey Together at like the middle C tier. I think that's okay. Next we got Destined Rivals. Destined Rivals is gonna be a little bit better than Journey Together just because it has more stuff in it, and that's that. What do we got in here that I like? Yanma's okay. Roserade is great. Spidops is great. Typhlosion is great. Houndoom is great. Psyduck is great. Clamperl is okay. And I mean, you know, the fact that it's in the set is a little bit strange, but I think the artwork itself is good. Rotom is good. Orbeetle is good. Murkrow is great. Weezing is pretty good. Zamazenta is amazing. Raticate is amazing. Meowth is great. Kangaskhan is great. And then the Greedent I actually really like. So we're off to a pretty strong start. What do we got for all arts? Yanmega, I don't care about that card at all. Moltres is good. Ho-Oh is pretty... Oh, actually, Moltres is great. Ho-Oh is good. Mewtwo is great. Garchomp is great. Nidoking is good. Crobat is great. Mabostiff is great. Okay, well, that's good. You know, we're starting strong. Ariana, I don't care. Giovanni is good. We only have two all-art trainers in the set. That's... Oh, three, actually. We have Ethan's Adventure. But Ethan's Adventure is actually pretty great, too. I haven't been talking about the gold cards, but the gold cards with the trainers look really good. And the fact that there's 4 of them in this set make it very nice, actually. This set is good. It's good. I actually think it's better than Surging Sparks. And I think it's better than 151. And I think it's like the same tier as Temporal. I think it's better than Temporal. No. Okay, let's calm down a second. Destined Rivals is a very good set. It's got some very good cards in it, actually. Some very great art rares. With some trainers. Some trainer love. Whereas in Temporal Forces, I like 99% of the art rares and all the alt arts. What do I like and what do I not like in Destined Rivals? Yanma, I couldn't really care for. Shaman, it's cute, but I don't like it. Crustle is, I don't like it. Hydrapple, I don't care for it. Rapidash, I don't care for it. Blaziken it's a good card, actually. I don't mind it. And then, yeah, everything else is pretty good. So that's what, like 3 of them that I don't really care for. In terms of the all arts. And it's a little bit more stylistically varied than Temporal Forces, so you know what? Screw it. I think, and it has more cards in it. But it's not better than Paradox Rift. No. Yeah, A tier. Destined Rivals. Well, would you look at that? That's pretty good. It kind of mixed, you know, it kind of closed that hurdle of the B tier, so that's great. Final set, Black Bolt and White Flare. I'm just gonna I only put Black Bolt on here, but they're both getting S tier. I think that's pretty easy because every single Gen 5 Pokemon has an art rare. I don't, if you don't put them in S tier, you must hate Gen 5. I mean, I get it if you don't like it, but at the same time, like in terms of all arts too, like Kyurem is great, Zekrom is great, Excadrill is good too. Genesect, I really love that card. And you have the black and white rare cards. In terms of White Flare, what do we got? You know, we have Reshiram is fantastic. Keldeo is great. Jellicent is great. Hydreigon is great. Bouffalant I really like too. Then obviously you have the black and white rare Reshiram. So what do we got in this set? We have a bunch of good stuff. Let's see. Let's just go over one set and say, let me go through all the art rares that I like. Swaddle is cute. Deerling is good. Sawsbuck is good. Shelmet is good. Excelgor is good. Virizion is good. The whole Emboar evolution line is pretty good, except for Pignite. Pansear is good. I think Heatmore is really good. I think Oshawott Duat is really good. Samurott is really good. Basculin is good. Ducklet is fantastic. Vanillite, Vanillish, Vanillux all have good art rares. Blitzel, Zebstrika, very good. Joltik is extremely cute. I think that the Swoobat is really good. The Woobat is really good. Sigilyph is one of my favorite cards in the Scarlet and Violet era. Cofagrigus is really good. Gothorita is really, really good. Roggenrola really cute. Boulder good. Gigalith Sock is really, really, really good. Mienshao is great. Mienfao is great. Liepard is beautiful. Purloin is great. Scraggy is good. Zorua is great. Zoroark is great. Dino is great. Zweilous is pretty good too. Ferroseed, Ferrothorn, Clink, and Durant is amazing. Duradigan, Patrat, Watchhog, Lillipup, Herdier, and Stoutland all have pretty good art rares. Braviary is fantastic. Boom, that's only one set. You want me to do the other one too? I guess I could. Snivy's great. Servine's great. I got Simisage is fantastic. Maractus is good. Carablast is amazing. Amoonguss is great. Fungus is great. Litwick, Lampent, Chandelure, all fantastic cards. Volcarona is great. Larvesta is great. Panpour is great. Simipour is great. Timpole is great. Seismitoad is great. Tirtuga, Caracosta, Cubchoo, Beartick is good. Cryogonal is fantastic. I love that card. Electric is great. Tynamo is amazing. Muna is great. Musharna is okay. Solosis is good. Duosion is good. Reuniclus is good. I think all three of those cards are great. LGM has a fantastic card. Behemoth is great. Gola is good. Golurk is good. Timber is good. Girder is good. Conkeldurr is amazing. Dwebble is good. Crustle is very good. Has good personality in it. That card does actually have good personality. Venipede, Whirlipede, and Scolipede are all fantastic cards. Knocked them out of the park. Sandile is great. Krokorok is great. Mandibuzz is amazing. I really love the Escavalier personally. Pawniard, Bisharp is really, really good. Cobalion is beautiful, gorgeous. Haxorus is great. Fracture is incredible. Axew is really good. Pidove is really good. Tranquil is amazing as well. And Pheasant is good. I think, and Minchino is okay. Man, that's a lot of cards in this set that I like. And there's a lot of cards in this set that I like. If you don't think they're S tier, I don't know what you're talking about, honestly. I think they're probably better than Paldea Evolved. It's just not really a fair comparison. And yeah, that's the Scarlet and Violet tier list. Oh, geez, what a terrible video. What a terrible video. Why is that a terrible video? Because I don't know where to put Prismatic Evolutions, and I'm just gonna leave it right here because I don't care enough to place it somewhere nice. Is this list perfect? Probably not. Do you like this list? I don't know. Probably not. I don't have a lot of agreeable opinions a lot of the time, and I think this list is pretty indicative, pretty reflective of my actual opinion. So if you disagree, I'd love to hear it. Like, I actually really want to hear if you disagree or not, because that'd be fun to talk about in the comments. What do you guys think? What's your favorite set? What's your least favorite set? What do you love? Do you love Twilight Masquerade? Is that your favorite Scarlet and Violet era set? And if so, why? Why is it? Is Paldea Evolved your least favorite Scarlet and Violet set? Why is that? Why is that not? I think that is totally a fair argument, but I'd love to hear it. Regardless, I hope you guys have a fantastic, incredible, amazing, great, good, pretty decent. I mean, like, if it's okay, then that's great too. As long as you keep moving on, keep living that life, and you'll be fine. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will catch you in the next time. Peace!